welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel and I have started my very own channel as a spin-off from our vlogging channel where we vlog our daily lives with 3 kids under 3. It is crazy, it is loud, it is so much fun. This channel is more of a creative outlet for me and it will be much calmer. You're not going to hear kids screaming in the background except for maybe during this clip because they're just right on the other side of this wall here and life is happening outside our bedroom door. So I had to sneak away to film this clip. If you are new, subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. It really supports channels like this that are just starting out and trying to grow. Today's episode is a what I eat in a day episode. I'm gonna make it as typical as possible, except for the fact that we are all fighting this summer cold. And I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm starting off the day with tea instead of black coffee. And that's really, I think, going to be the only difference today. I have not planned out what I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna try to make it as real as possible. And every time I reach for something to eat, I will try to remember to pull out the camera and record what I'm eating. I eat intuitively. I try to eat to my hunger, and that's really it. If I'm craving something, I try to find a way to satisfy that craving. I am dairy-free because I'm breastfeeding my youngest daughter, Eloise, and she has to be dairy-free. So I am not currently eating dairy, but normally I do. It has been a huge change for me to not eat dairy because I'm normally a person that eats a lot of yogurt, and that's where I was getting a lot of my protein, but I have found that I've enjoyed how I feel being dairy-free. I also somewhat adhere to like more of a paleo-based eating style. So I'm not strict paleo. I don't know that I ever could be, but I try to eat as little processed food as possible. And that's just kind of the way I eat. It's not like I'm having to actively try to do that. It's just kind of the way I eat. I also do intermittent fasting, and I've done that on and off for the last probably 5 or 6 years. And I really enjoy the way I feel when I do intermittent fasting. I don't do anything crazy. I do basically what they call a 16-8. So I fast for 16 hours and then I eat in a window of 8 hours-ish. So that basically means I eat from like noon to 8 or 1 to 9. And then I don't eat anything else before I go to bed, and I don't eat anything for breakfast. You can research intermittent fasting for yourself. I have done extensive research on it, and I do believe that it has a lot of benefits for the human body. I believe it is very similar to how people used to eat centuries and centuries ago, just with like the hunter-gathering method. They had times where they would feast and then times where they would fast. I really enjoy doing it. You don't have to intermittent fast to follow a diet similar to what I eat, but it works really well for me, and it is not something that some people feel like intermittent fasting is like starving yourself, and that's definitely not what it is. I eat adequate calories within my eating window. So it's just about when you eat versus like how much you eat. There is also not a lot of research out there about whether it affects milk supply if you are breastfeeding, but I have found a couple articles that say it probably doesn't. Honestly, from what I've found, and I don't know if it's just Eloise's patterns of eating, but I feel like my milk supply has gone up since I have started intermittent fasting. I don't think it's because I'm intermittent fasting. I think it's something unrelated, but it definitely has not gone down. So anecdotally for myself, it's not affecting breastfeeding, and I will continue to intermittent fast. So with that said, this is what I'm having for breakfast, and I'm just having some throat coat tea because my throat is absolutely on fire. And this is my second cup of this. I think technically with intermittent fasting you can't even do a flavored coffee or tea. I'm just gonna drink this for today because my throat hurts. So this is what I'm eating for breakfast, and then I won't eat again until probably about 12:30 or 1, and it works perfectly for when I put the twins down for their first nap. So let's get started. I'm drinking my first gigantic glass of water of the day. I don't know how many of these I drink, but it's a lot. Probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 full glasses of this, like this, a day. And these are, this one says 24 ounces, but I think technically it holds more than that. So I guess that's pretty on par. I'm gonna have to look up, I'll put right here what the recommendation is for how much water you should drink per body weight, but I think if I drink 6 or 7 of these, then I'm pretty good. And that's usually what I do. I think breastfeeding, I just am naturally thirstier than normal. And I've either been pregnant or breastfeeding for the last 3 years. So I just have drank a lot of water for the last 3 years. just got done doing a little bit of swimming in the pool. It's 12:10 right now. I actually ended my fast a little bit earlier last night, so I am good to go ahead and eat, and I'm gonna make a peanut butter and jelly smoothie to break my fast. Although technically, I had honey in my tea, and I also had a little bit of cream in the espresso, so I'm probably not at a fasted state right now, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and have my first actual meal of the day. So this smoothie is super easy. I'm just adding a banana. This one is on its last leg. I actually think I'm only gonna do a half a banana because I'm also gonna get some sweetness from the jelly. I'm also gonna add some oats. I do like a pre-mixed quick oat recipe for my kids, and I just keep them in a big container like this so that I don't use like pre-packaged oats for oatmeal. And it works really well and the kids love it. I'm just adding that in. I'm gonna do a scoop of the Teamy greens. This has 16 superfoods packed into one powder, and you can just add it to a smoothie with very little taste at all, and it just helps you get those nutrients that you may be lacking throughout the day. So I'm a huge fan of the Teamy greens. It's also dairy-free, soy-free, gluten-free. It's vegan, 100% plant-based. I absolutely love it. I cannot recommend it enough. Then I'm gonna put some almond milk in. It doesn't really matter what order you put this stuff in. Just kind of dump it all in there. And then lastly, I'm gonna add some peanut butter and jelly, and that will give it that like really good peanut butter and jelly flavor, plus some protein from the peanut butter. I'm gonna put a big honkin' scoop of peanut butter in since I've been kind of fasting for a while. And then some jelly. And I'm gonna mix it all up in the Teamy Mix It. This thing is amazing. It charges on a USB port, and you can put your ingredients in here and take it with you and blend it up wherever you are. That's what I love about it. So the container that you put your food in is made out of glass, so it doesn't have any of like the bad things that plastic can have, and it is extremely easy to clean. It just all comes apart and cleans super easily. It has 6 blades in there, which blends it up really well. And like I said, it's charged and ready to go, so if I wanted to take this in the car with me or on the boat, I could do that and it would be just fine. And then you blend it up. And then you just pop the lid like that, and you can drink right out of the container, which I also love. Oh my gosh, that's really, really good. I didn't measure anything, so you'll just have to kind of look at what I put in there for if you want to recreate this smoothie. So Teamy is offering my subscribers 20% off. You can get the Mix It and the greens, and you'll get 20% off both of them. So all you have to do is go to the link in my description box below and add whatever you want to your cart, and then use code RachelMix for 20% off. Thank you to Teamy for sponsoring today's video. So it's now 12:20, and I'm gonna have to make another one of these because Brad drank all of mine. I just ate one of the kids' balls, one of their snacks. I'll leave the recipe below. I make these balls all the time, and I always get requests for the recipe. I'll leave it in the description box. They're incredibly easy. I don't really follow the recipe anymore, but it gives you a loose guideline. And so I just ate one of those. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat for lunch besides my smoothie. about 4 p.m. The twins are up from their nap. I didn't want to share. So today is Sunday, which is usually our salmon day. The salmon that I got this most recent time was not good. I got the wild caught salmon thinking it was gonna be like even better than the salmon we'd been getting, and it was just like really fishy. Neither of us liked it. In fact, we have a whole nother fillet and we just haven't even cooked it yet because it's not good. So instead we're having mahi-mahi, shrimp, and green beans, and sweet potato french fries. So it's a little different than our normal Sunday night, but you're still gonna do those on the smoker, right?
Correct.
Mahi-mahi on the smoker, and then I'll probably just saute these in case the mahi-mahi's not good. I don't know if I've ever had mahi-mahi.
Not even at like a restaurant?
I don't know. And then we're just gonna do some of these green beans, and we have a frozen bag of sweet potato fries too. And I'm not quite gonna make it to dinner, so I'm gonna have some of this. This is just an omega-3 trail mix. It has craisins and almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds. It's really good. And then I usually add dairy-free chocolate chips. Just a little Old Bay.
Just a little.
Just a little Old Bay.
It's truly old.
It's all caked up in there.
And there's like this, I use this lemon pepper garlic
That sounds good.
base. Yeah, it's good.
And then I'm just gonna do the green beans in this thing. It's like a vegetable steamer. It works really well. It just takes a few minutes and you just put it in the microwave and they can be steamed from frozen. So I will link that below. And there's the sweet potato fries. Those are just gonna go in the air fryer for however long the air fryer starts up at.
20 minutes-ish?
Yeah. Probably eat a few of those along with the kiddos. We've got mahi-mahi. Brad said hopefully you're not starving. They shrank up a little as they cooked, huh?
Yeah, that's about the size of them.
Oh, really?
Shrimp as well.
And some sweet potato fries. Oh, I almost forgot about the green beans. Very nice. And Eloise. And the twins. Is it yummy?
Yeah.
Good. You like it? That's cool, Bear. So it is now 8 o'clock. Kids are in the bathtub. I usually wait and eat dessert after they go to bed, but tonight I'm gonna go ahead and eat dessert and close my eating window and start my fast. So what I do for dessert almost every single night is I've been hooked on this so delicious dairy-free ice cream. Since I am dairy-free for Eloise, it's like the next best thing. And actually when it's with cashew milk, it's really, really good. So I put like a scoop of crunchy peanut butter in a small bowl like this, and then I basically just fill that up with ice cream, and that is my dessert, and then I'm done eating for the day. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I can do another what I eat in a day, like when we go out to eat, so you can just like see different things that I eat at different times. I really don't count calories or really pay attention to the volume of what I eat. I just eat when I'm hungry, and like you saw, sometimes that means I eat right before dinner. I hope you enjoyed this. Hit the thumbs up button if you have not already, and subscribe if you are new. We will see you later this week. Bye.